What's good to all my fellow Avenger Infinity War fanatics out there? Just like me, can't get enough of that movie. I don't know how many times I watched it over and over and over again. But the reason why I want to make this video is I've been hearing a lot of Avengers 4 predictions, being that the movie is about only 9 months away. We should have a trailer at the end of this year. So yeah, Avengers 4 is coming up. The only movie we have before that is Captain Marvel that comes out in May. So, it's pretty much going to be coming out pretty soon. I wanted to predict what I thought the movie was going to be because I feel like a lot of these other YouTube creators, they're going a little bit too elaborate, and they're not looking at the history of the movies that the Russo brothers do, as far as Captain America, Winter Soldier, Civil War, Avengers Infinity War. If you look at all their movies, listen to their commentary, listen to their interviews, they like to keep the movies really simple. Captain America Civil War was a really simple movie. Avengers Infinity War primarily is the one I'm referring to. It's a real simple movie. Thanos was trying to get the stones. Everybody else was trying to prevent him from getting the stones. And they had their ways of doing it, as far as the battle in Wakanda, or, Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and a couple of the Guardians taking the fight to Titan, trying to take the fight to Thanos himself on his home world. So, they had different ways, but all in the end, it was just trying to prevent Thanos from getting the stones. Even Thor, he went to go get his weapon because he wanted to stop it. But in the end, Thanos had a simple mission: get the stones, snap my fingers. So yeah, we always predict, especially with Avengers Age of Ultron, we always make these crazy predictions and get all elaborate, and we think it's so complicated. But at the end of the day, all these movies are pretty straightforward and simple if you really think about it. Now, the way I feel Avengers 4 is going to break off, I don't think it's going to start with, like super action or anything like that. I think it's actually going to start in the future with Iron Man actually having a baby with Pepper Potts. I think that's going to be actually a big part of the movie, because I think the only way that they're going to be able to stop Thanos in Avengers 4 is going to have to do with Iron Man going back to a time when he didn't have that baby. I think that's going to be his major plot point, is he has the life that he wants, but everybody's dead, and the only way he can get things back to the way they were before everybody, died, is that he give up the life he has now, which is with Pepper and the baby. Because I think Iron Man is going to have his shot. I think Iron Man is going to have his shot because you remember that machine he created in Captain America Civil War that can recreate a whole scenario with people, and you had his parents in there. I think he's going to use that to create a new suit. I think he's going to be going through that battle that he had on Titan over and over again, trying to figure out ways to create a better suit. I don't think that that's going to be used to beat Thanos. I think the only thing he's going to be doing is recreating that battle over and over and over again, and try to get the perfect suit that he can use to go up against Thanos. And I think the suit that he uses, or multiple suits, are going to be badass, and he's probably going to get some good licks in. As far as Captain America, I feel like for some reason he wasn't used enough in Avengers Infinity War, so they're going to try to make it up to him in this movie. I think he's going to be that heart and soul of the whole movie. I think I can see him and Captain Marvel having a real good relationship in this movie, as far as being the main two that I guess you could say, I don't want to say take it to Thanos, but they outplot and figure out a way to beat Thanos. But as far as Captain America, I do think he's going to be the one to make the ultimate sacrifice. And sadly, I think this is going to be the end for this variation of Captain America Avengers 4, because I think he's going to probably end up dying in this movie. So yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but this is Chris Evans' last movie on contract, so I don't see him re-signing. I see them going to Bucky Barnes, or maybe Anthony Mackie, or Falcon, somebody like that, to take over the role. But yeah, I do think that's Chris Evans, or Captain America's main story arc in Avengers 4, will be him doing something to save the day, after everybody done had their best shots at Thanos and everybody else did whatever it is to save the day at the end. I think he's going to make the ultimate sacrifice, and this is going to be the end of Chris Evans. I don't want to see it, but I just think that's how it's going to go. Now, as far as Thanos, I think he's going to be way more powerful, just like with any character in the comic books that we've seen so far. They progress. I think Thanos is going to be way more trickier with the gauntlet. I think he's going to have a lot of more different powers that he's able to combine the stones in different ways now, and I think he's going to use that. I think they're going to have Thanos do some things with Captain Marvel as far as head-to-head fighting. I think that's going to be his main person, either Captain Marvel or Iron Man. As far as when you gotta go head-to-head up with Thanos, I think it's going to be Iron Man in his new suits, and Captain Marvel just based on pure strength of character, that she's the one that can actually go toe-to-toe with Thanos and get some good licks in, damn near kick his ass. I don't know if she can beat him with the gauntlet, head up, but as far as one-on-one and a one-on-one fight, yeah, she can get with him. But as far as Thor, that's the tricky part, because Thor already went through his main story arc in Avengers Infinity War when he got his new axe. So he really has no more arc to do unless he's going to be with Rocket and Groot now, trying to help him, sort of give Rocket and Groot something to do in the movie, because Thor doesn't really have too much to do in a movie besides swing the axe, create some lightning. So I don't really see him or Rocket or Groot, because Groot's dead, I'm sorry. But him and Rocket and War Machine, they're really not going to have too much of a main plot point to the movie. I think they're going to be like sort of background characters, side characters. The Battle of New York, I think that's just a skip through. I think they're going to have different battles. Like you can even have the battle from Age of Ultron. I think that's going to be in there. I think even a couple scenes from different movies that we've seen from the whole MCU is going to be in there, because they may have some sort of time jumping loop where they're just jumping through different periods of time and they have to make different decisions along the way, all that cultivate to the end of the movie when Captain America makes the ultimate sacrifice, or either Iron Man makes his sacrifice. So yeah, that's what I think is going to happen in Avengers 4. I do think Thanos will be defeated, but not killed, because they never kill their villains or, really in a definitive way. So, and I do think they're going to debut a major character, and I'm not talking about Captain Marvel. I mean somebody or a reference to the X-Men universe, because that deal should be out and completed, finalized by now. So I think there's going to be some references to some X-Men characters in there, but I don't think you're going to get a cameo. If you get a cameo, it'll be in the end credit scene. It's not going to be in the movie. But yeah, I think in the end, Avengers win, of course, and Thanos is defeated but not killed. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you want to get a debate going. How do you predict Avengers 4 is going to go? Do you agree or disagree with any of the points that I made? I know I made a lot. I just had a lot on my mind about this movie, and I can't wait to see when it comes out next year. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's much appreciated, and I'll catch your ass out there in the universe. Peace.
No. Groot. No. There was no other way.
I don't feel so good. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Sir, please. Please, I don't want to go. He did it.